my friends. I have been fighting, battling a pack rat. This is only the third time in 2 years that I've ever had to deal with a rodent inside my van. The first one was when I met Kent, and then it ended up, going out on its own. When I was at Lake Mojave, I ended up getting a mother, and she ended up having babies, and it was a little kangaroo mouse, a bunch of them. So I dealt with that, finally got them gone, and then now this is the third time, and then I picked up a pack rat. And I'm pretty sure because of the size of the poop that I'm finding, and the damage that it's been doing is far greater in bigger size chew marks and stuff like that it's doing. So this is what it did to my bag. So it actually chewed holes and things like that, and on this corner, so it's kind of did that. I'll set it down so you can get a better look. So you see those holes? I mean, they're pretty good size holes and everything. We tried setting a trap. I'll show you the trap. So we've got this trap and almost caught it, but I think it's still, I don't know how it got out. It's still a mystery, because I'm pretty sure it's still not a mouse. I think it's bigger, but unless it lifted it up and got out from underneath. We put this as a weight so it stabilizes it, and then I had it propped. The thing is really smart. I mean, it's a smart little thing. So I had it secured with this so that it was just resting on the crate, and then I had this feeding up through the crate and then down through the the top and going back down. And in theory it did work, but it outsmarted us. So on the end here I had tied this around and around, and I did like several knots around a carrot, those small little baby carrots. And I'll be darned if I woke up, and I'll show you how I found it. So with the line all inside though, the stick was just like that. So it was resting half on the stick, and then no rodent in sight. And then all the string was on the inside, and the carrot was gone and no rodent. I'm telling you, this thing has been extremely clever. I haven't given up on trying to catch it. All right, and it got into those red bins that I had showed in a previous video that I had made. I've been slowly putting more of my loose bag things. I have like nuts and things like that, and they have a Ziploc reclosable bag, so I've been slowly putting those into containers, but not everything has been converted into containers by the time this thing got into my van. So it did get into some of that stuff, but now I take the 2 bins that I had in the front with me in the back, sorry. So I've been putting them back into the sleeping area with me. And so I'm making sure that I'm leaving it with absolutely nothing to eat. Okay, it can't get to anything. So far that is working. And so other than almost catching it there, it was really quiet last night. And but I don't know, it's been quiet before for a day or two, and then all of a sudden I hear it, and I've been hearing it up in front in my dash area. Not so much the doghouse engine. I mean, I really haven't heard it so much there, but heard it up in the dash. Okay, but what I thought was the dash, but actually I have seen it take food and things like that and go into my passenger side vent area. Okay, So I'm going to be showing you what we discovered as we take the doghouse off and found more evidence of where it's been going inside my doghouse and engine compartment area. Okay, so I'll show you this next part of this journey of trying to figure out this pack rat and where it's going and what it's been doing. Okay, so let's go look. Alright, so we took the doghouse off and that pack rat has been making a nest up in this part of my engine, and it did chew that cord. Let's see if I can get it right there, but can't already put electrical tape around it. It's this one right here, sorry, that one there. So he already wrapped it with electrical tape, but I got very, very lucky that that is the only damage to the cords of my engine so far. So there's a nesting, and there's also the poop and everything in with the grass. So we're going to blow that all out. But it's also been inside there, and you might be able to see the poop in there. So there's poop in there right on top of the doghouse area in the back there. And we're figuring out it can get inside my van in this back part by that white thing there. There's actually a hole. See, yeah, so you can see the hole. It can get down to my floorboard right in this area from that point. It's also been trying to make a nest. That's the evidence of it right there, that it's been also going in through this vent. So I'm going to have to block that off. But so got some work to do, and got to catch this little pack rat. Okay, I started leaving my hood open, and I have put these extra straps on right here, and I've got this tied down around my mirror, just a little bit here, because at another location, before we got at this particular spot, a dust devil kind of wind thing came through. It was crazy, and all of a sudden it came through. I heard a thing slamming against my van that was on my opposite side, and then this hood just slammed shut on top of the arm here that's, you know, secures the hood open. Well, it slammed right down on top of it, and it kind of bent it a little bit, but we were able to fix it and, you know, repair it a little bit by bending it back, but it just slammed right down on top of that. So now, as a safety measure, I've got this tied, and just these little tie-down straps. So I've got it going through the hole there, and then going around my mirrors, and I just did a double secure by going around both sides. Just a little extra precautionary measure. But anyways, anything I could do now to keep this hood open, because I wasn't really doing that when I got to the last couple of locations. But as you can see, there is the little, you know, rodent poopy there, and it was also making a nest. Hold on, let me move this over, my step stool. And this part of the engine, let's see if I can zoom it in for you in there. Okay, so it is right where there's like an engine tag. I hope you can see it. I'll play this back and make sure I can see it before I release it. But see some more grass up in there? So it's been doing that. But I'm pretty lucky. There's a little bit of grass in a couple areas. But most of it was in the doghouse. But yeah, I got really, really lucky that it hasn't chewed up any cords anywhere else, just that one. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right, so I'm going to clean this. Well, I'm using Kent's shop vac, and it's a 2 horsepower and 1.5 gallon, and I'm using it with my 1500 watt inverter, and it's working out really well. It's just the perfect size. Look at it. It's just so cute. It's just great for a small RV, and yeah, and I guess for a 1500 watt inverter or above, definitely it works. I can power it. So I've been cleaning underneath around the seats, the floors, just cleaning everywhere besides the engine. Well, I guess you can see the dilemma that I'm up against, trying to battle this pack rat. And definitely, as you saw in the clip, where that floorboard, that is definitely an issue from the venting system. And then the part that is just crazy to me is the design of this van around the doghouse. As I showed that poop that's above the top of it, you know, underneath the dash there in the doghouse, and then the way that they have that bracket and the hole and everything, that something could get inside around the doghouse and then down into the floorboard there. So that is crazy to me, but this is my first van, so definitely if anybody is out there and you have a van, you might want to look at your setup and around that doghouse and up in from around the engine and the dash and stuff, because that is an area that I have now discovered where they can get in. So I'm going to have to try to do something to seal that up. Now, I didn't hear anything yesterday, so I'm not sure if it's totally gone now that I have had my hood up now. So hopefully maybe it's gone, and also I removed all the food that it could get to, keeping it all back in my area. So we'll see, but I'll be ready with that trap just in case it does decide to come back, you know, and sometimes they do that. So I'll be ready, but definitely I will keep everyone posted if it comes back, or yeah, you'll see another video, but no video soon will mean that it's gone and it never came back and the job has been dealt with, and you know, but so I'll kind of do it that way. But if it definitely keeps coming back and I continue to have an issue and trying to deal with it, I'll definitely keep you guys posted in an upcoming follow-up video on it. But I definitely wanted people with vans to know about this, because that still just blows me away. I probably could say that like 10 times. That blows me away of the way that spacing is all up underneath around that doghouse, and you know, areas where rodents could get in through that area around the engine and the dash and stuff. All right, okay, so we'll see what happens. And, I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's kind of been a challenge on my part, but it's still a learning thing, and we all are hoping to learn, you know, through this journey, through my journey, or, you know, hopefully my situation helps many other people out there, is why I do these videos as well. Okay, so I love you all, and I will see you in the next video.